Hello everybody, this is Pastor Green. We're doing another Read the Bible in 1 year, day 28, Exodus 35 through 37. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, that way you get updated whenever I post a new video. Like the video, and also comment, even if a comment's something as simple as hi, thumbs up, thank you, whatever, helps with the algorithm. Remember, I'm dyslexic and I stutter, so when I see big words, sometimes I get confused. So just bear with me, and here we go. Exodus chapter 35. And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together, and said unto them, These are the words which the Lord has commanded, that ye shall do them. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day there shall be unto you a holy day, a Sabbath to rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work thereof shall be put to death. Ye shall kindle no fire through your habitation on the Sabbath day. And Moses spoke to the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying, Take ye from among you an offering to the Lord. Whosoever is a willing heart, let him bring it, an offering of the Lord, gold and silver and brass, and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair, and ram skin dyed red, and badger skin and shittim wood, and oil for the light, and spices for anointing oil, and for the sweet incense, and an onyx stone, and stones for to be set on the ephod, and for the breastplate. And every wise-hearted among you shall come and make that the Lord has commanded. A tabernacle, his tent, his covering, his hatches, and his boards and bars, his pillars and his sockets. The ark and the staves were there within, the mercy seat, and the veil of the covering. The table and the staves, and its vessels, and the showbread. The candlestick also for the light, and its furniture, and its lamps, and the oil for the light. And the incense altar, and the staves, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the hanging from the door of the entrance of the tabernacle. The altar of burnt offerings, and its brass and grate, its staves, and all of its vessels, the laver and its foot. The hangings of the court, and pillars, and their sockets, and the hangings for the doors of the court. The pins of the tabernacle, and the pins of the court, and their cords. The cloths of service to do service in the holy place, the holy garments for Aaron and the priest, the garments of his sons to minister in the priest office. And all the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses. And they came, every one whose heart stirred up in him, and every one whom the Spirit was made willing. And they brought the Lord's offering to the work of the tabernacle of the congregation, and for all the services, and for the holy garments. And they came, both men and women, as many as were willing-hearted, and brought bracelets and earrings and rings and tablets and jewels of gold, and every man that offered an offering of gold to the Lord. And every man of whom was found blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair and red skins of rams and badger skins brought them. Every one that did an offering of silver and brass brought the Lord offering, and every man of whom was found shittim wood for any work of the service brought it. And all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands, and brought which they had spun, both of blue and of purple and of scarlet and of fine linen. And all the women whose hearts stirred with them in wisdom spun goat's hair. And the rulers brought onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate, and the spices and oils for the light, and for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. And the children of Israel brought a willing offering to the Lord, every man and woman whose heart made them willing to bring forth all the manner of work which the Lord has commanded to be made by the hand of Moses. And Moses said to the children of Israel, See, the Lord has called by name Bezalel, the son of Ur, the son of Hur, the tribe of Judah. And he has filled him with the Spirit of God and wisdom and understanding and in knowledge and in all manner of workmanship, to devise curious works, the work of gold and silver and brass, and in the cutting of stones to set them, and the carving of wood to make any manner of cutting work. And he had put in his heart that he may teach both he and Abdullah, the son of Ashmah, the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Dan. Them has filled with wisdom of heart, the works of manner of work, and the graver of the cunning workman, and the embroiderer in blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen, and of the weavers, even them that do work, all those who devise cunning work. Exodus chapter 36. Then wrought Bezalel and Abilam and every wise-hearted man in whom the Lord put wisdom and understanding to know how to work all manners of work for the service of the sanctuary, according to all the Lord had commanded. And Moses called Bezalel and Aholab, every wise-hearted man whose heart God had put wisdom, every one whose heart stirred him to come up to the work to do it. And they received of Moses an offering which the children of Israel had brought for the works of the service of the sanctuary to make it withal. And they brought yet to free offering every morning. And all the wise men that wrought all the work of the sanctuary came every man from his work which they made. And they spoke to Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work which the Lord commanded to make. And Moses gave commandments, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying, let neither man nor woman make any more work of the offering to the sanctuary. So the people were restrained from bringing. For the stuff they had sufficient for all the work, they made it, and was too much. And every wise-hearted man among them that wrought the work of the tabernacle made 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet, with cherubims of cutting work made he them. The length of one curtain was 20 and 8 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain was 4 cubits. The curtains were all of one size. And he had coupled the 5 curtains one to another, and the other 5 curtains he coupled one to another. And he made loops of blue on the edge of the curtain from the selvage of the couplings. Likewise he made the uttermost side of the other curtain, and the couplings of the second. 50 loops made he one curtain, and 50 loops made he at the edge of the curtain, which was in the coupling of the second, but loops held one curtain to another. And he made 50 taches of gold, and coupled the curtains one to another with the taches, so it became one tabernacle. And he made curtains of goat's hair for the tent over the tabernacle. 11 curtains he made them. And the length of one curtain was 30 cubits, and 4 cubits was the breadth of one curtain. The 11 curtains were of one size. And he coupled 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves. And he made 50 loops upon the uttermost edge of the curtain in the coupling, and 50 loops made he upon the edge of the curtain, which was coupled the second. And he made 50 taches of brass to couple the tent together, that it might be one. And he made the covering for the tent of ram skin, dyed red, and a covering of badger skin above that. And he made boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood, standing up. The length of the board was 10 cubits, and the breadth of the board was 1 cubit and a half. One board had 2 tinions, equally distant from one another. Thus he made all the boards of the tabernacle. And he made boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side southward. And 40 sockets of silver he made under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tinions, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tinions. And for the other side of the tabernacle, which was toward the north corner, he made 20 boards. And for the 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under the other board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, he made 6 boards. And 2 boards made he for the corners of the tabernacle and the 2 sides. And they were coupled beneath and coupled together in the head thereof, one ring. Thus he did to bother them to both them in the both corners. And there were 8 boards, and their sockets were 16 sockets of silver, under every board 2 sockets. And he made bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 boards for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the tabernacle on the sides westward. And he made the middle bar to shoot through the boards from one end to the other. And he overlaid the boards with gold, and made their rings of gold to be placed before the bars, and overlaid the bars with gold. And he made a vial of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, with cherubims made he of cutting work. And he made thereunto 4 pillars of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold. Their hooks were of gold, and the cast of the 4 sockets of silver. And he made of hangings for the tabernacle door of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine twined linen of needlework. And the 5 pillars of it, which their hooks and their overlaid their chapters and their fillets of gold, but their 5 sockets were of brass. Exodus chapter 37. And Bezalel made the ark of the shittim wood. 2 cubits of a half was the length of it, and 1 cubit and a half was the breadth, and 1 cubit and a half was the height of it. And he overlaid it with purple gold, with and without, and made a crown of gold to round about. And he cast it for 4 rings of gold to be set for the 4 corners of it, even 2 rings upon the one side of it, and 2 rings upon the other side of it. And he made staves of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold. And he put the staves and the rings by the sides of the ark to bear the ark. And he made the mercy seat of the pure gold. 2 cubits and a half was the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half was the breadth thereof. And he made 2 cherubims of gold beaten out of one piece, made he them, and the 2 ends of the mercy seat. 1 cherub on the end of the side, and the other cherub on the other end of the side. Out of the mercy seat made he the cherubims and the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubims spread out their wings on high, and covered with their wings over the mercy seat, with their faces one to another, even to the mercy seat which was the faces of the cherubim. And he made the tables of shittim wood. 2 cubits was the length thereof, and 1 cubit the breadth thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the height thereof. And he overlaid it with pure gold, and made them unto a crown of gold around about. Also he made thereunto a border of 100 handbreadth round about, and he made a crown of gold for the border thereof round about. And he cast for it 4 rings of gold, and put their rings upon the 4 corners that were in the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border were the rings, and the places for the staves to bear the table. And he made the staves of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold to bear the table. And he made the vessels which were upon the table, his dishes, and the spoons, and his bowls, and the coverings to cover withal of pure gold. And he made the candlestick of pure gold, of beaten work made he the candlesticks, his shaft, and his branch, his bowls and knobs, and his flowers were in the same. And 6 branches going out from the sides thereof, 3 branches of the candlestick out of one side thereof, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side thereof. 3 bowls made after the fashion of almonds of one branch, and a knollop of flour, and 3 bowls made of almonds another branch, a knollop of flour, though throughout the 6 branches going out of the candlestick. And the candles were 4 bowls made of almonds like knobs of his flowers, and a knob under 2 branches of the same, and a knob under 2 branches of the same, and a knob under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches going out of it. Their knobs and the branches were the same, all of it was one beaten work of pure gold. And he made 7 lamps, and his snuffers, and his stuffed dishes, of pure gold. And a talent of pure gold made he, and all the vessels thereof. And he made the incense altar of shittim wood. The length of it was 1 cubit, and the breadth of it was 1 cubit. It was 62 cubits was the height of it, and the horns thereof were the same. And he overlaid it with pure gold, both the top of it, and the sides thereof round about, and the horns of it. Also he made unto a crown of gold round about. And he made 2 rings of gold for it under the crown thereof, and the 2 corners of it upon the 2 sides thereof to be places for the staves to bear it withal. And he made the staves of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold. And he made the holy anointing oil, and the pure incense of sweet spices, according to the work of the apothecary. Well guys, that's the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell, like the video, and also comment. I'm going to put a couple links on the screen. The bottom right is going to be the Read the Bible in 1 Year study. The top left is going to be a playlist I think you're going to benefit from. And the bottom left is going to be a video YouTube thinks you're going to like. If you know somebody that might benefit from this, please share it with them. You can also share it on social media. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.